Yeah, just give us as 1 minute, maybe.
I think that we can start, and anybody who wants to join will join later on.
Yeah, so this voice AMA will be recorded, so if anyone misses, he will be able or she will be able to listen later.
Awesome, cool. So, guys, thank you for your time. We've got our co-founders over here. Even can see there's more people from a team. So I'm just going to read the questions. The guys will be able to answer it, and then maybe if there is anything else, you can probably ask us a little bit later. Okay. So I'm going to start from a first question. Probably one of the most important as well. So now, what I do: chest, hodl, or sale? So I'm guessing that's probably referring towards our NFT, which is our chest NFT collection.
All right, so regarding our chest holders, we are about to move our collection somewhere else to the other chain that we are going to. And we will do that probably based on a snapshot. We still are not certain about from which block we'll take the snapshot, since, yeah, this is a complicated topic, since when can we consider the Tela collapse event, if we can call it like that. So yeah, right now we think that the collapse has already happened. So we will be moving our NFTs based on snapshot from the past.
So let me add a little bit to that. So what's important is that yes, we are migrating to another chain. We have securely we have secured a little bit more than $400,000 from Terra ecosystem, and we believe that it will be very hard to launch any new NFT collections on the blockchain, even if Terra VW will emerge. I believe that it will be extremely hard to have any NFT collection willing to launch at this ecosystem in short period of time. Maybe in the long term there will be a full recovery. As of now, we believe we need to change our chain, and we have enough funds to start our journey on somewhere else, some other chain. We are actively looking at other Cosmos chains, as well as exploring the opportunity to become a layer zero launchpad. But answering the question, what do I do with the chests? We will definitely airdrop or remint them on other chain, the target chain that we'll select, and we'll do it based on snapshot, as Arthur said. And what's important, this will be a snapshot taken before the Terra collapse. So if you have your chest still, it basically does not matter. It's not. We basically want to ensure that buying chests from the market after the Luna fell down to almost zero, and USD also fell down from $1 to a little bit less, that these purchases will not be taken into account, and users that have their chests put on the market for sale and for, let's say, a lot of Luna and got and lost this chest, they will receive the chest on the other chain.
So I can add it towards what the boys said, and for sure we're gonna take care of our chest holders. So even if you kept it on your wallet, we're still gonna take care of you, and by the end of the day, you're still part of our community, part of our business. So we're not gonna drop off the collections, which we did, and especially our own collection. Am I right, guys?
Exactly. Our collection holders are extremely important part of our community, and we want to ensure that while moving to other chain, our chest holders will be also a part of this community still on the other chain.
Awesome. So I've got a second question. A question is from Renas9. It's hi, the same as many. Guys, I can still hear one of you.
Yeah,
Cheers.
so
Cool. So Renas9, just asked, hi, the same as many. I have some mint still vested and some staked. What is the best action right now?
Okay, so maybe I can answer this question.
Please do.
Yeah, it's the same story like with the chests. So no action is needed right now. We'll probably try to move these tokens to another chain when we will migrate. So for now, buying new tokens won't matter. And if it comes
Okay,
to
so
invested tokens, well, we have to vest these tokens still because we've got some legal obligation for that.
okay, so by the end of the day, we don't have to do anything. That's what you guys saying. So we literally don't have to do anything because you've took a snapshot. You know exactly what happened before the Terra collapsed. Awesome. So I've got another question. Will our NFTs will be included in any snapshot and move to the new chain? So the answer is yes, as we explained that before. So will you respect your loyal backers' investments who have a vesting? Which obviously they've just said now yes. So we've got all of the details, and literally the snapshot was taken before the Terra collapsed, so everything is saved. I've got another question. Will MintDAO still continue on Terra or the Terra version 2?
Let me add a little bit more regarding the vestings and the bakers of MintDAO platform. So as we said, we've taken a snapshot of MintDAO chest holders. We've also we were taking regular snapshot each 8 hours of everything regarding our platform. Staking, Mint Power, LP providing, Mint holding, LP holding. What were the details of your stakes? So we were trying to keep as much data as possible, and we've got this all secured off chain in BigQuery database. So we want to ensure that while moving to another chain, of course, we've lost a lot of our DAO treasury, so it has a great impact on how the product value will behave, but we want to ensure that we will basically promote all those who are active community members who are participating in the project. So basically, if you are staking or you had Mint token on your wallet before the collapse of their ecosystem, we consider you as a baker of a project, and we will ensure that you will receive whatever we will decide that we will give back on the other chain. We will try to make sure that everyone will benefit from the DAO treasure that was so far collected, and that that such people who are active users in our DAO, who are participating, who are staking Mint tokens, will receive some equivalent of on new chain that will further be a part of the investment in MintDAO platform, basically.
Awesome. So I've got another question. It's kind of written in a very strange way, but you can guys say it straight from your heart. So why do you think the MintDAO can be a successful project on another chain? So because as we know already, we have a kind of successful story on a Terra, but why do you think we can actually move to another chain and just repeat exactly the same success story?
Yeah, so let me try to answer this question. So basically, MintDAO is a platform that we were specializing in creating NFTs with utilities, NFTs 2.0, NFTs with on-chain special functionalities that we included for our business partners. And this does not limit to one chain only. In our roadmap, we had a plan to become a cross-chain NFT launchpad, and we are basically forced to change the chain currently. And we believe that what we are doing is there is still demand for it. So there are still projects that are missing the development resources that would be able to create the NFT collections for them. And MintDAO was a platform exactly for them. Moving from Terra blockchain to other ecosystem might be even helpful if we select the next chain or chains correctly, so we can become available for more projects basically. So our solution, what we do, will be available not only on Terra ecosystem, which had not many projects, but for example, we will be able to promote our idea of NFTs with utilities of creating NFT collections for business partners on different chains that are, for example, more popular, like EVM-based chains, like Polygon or Binance Smart Chain. Things to be seen. Also, as I said at the beginning, we are deeply looking at the layer 0. As the Terra collapse showed to us that having an NFT collection on one chain is a little bit of a risk. If the chain collapses, your NFT collection collapses. And we wanted to research this topic a little bit more, so maybe we can in future be able to deploy the NFT collections not on one chain but simultaneously on all EVM-based chains by layer 0, or even more, as layer 0 is trying to extend their protocol not over to EVM networks but also beyond them.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
I could add something. So as Chris said, that we've been developing NFTs 2.0 with embedded functionalities. But since we are developers, we are currently researching all chains in order to find some kind of a niche. Like, for example, this layer 0, which will provide us multi-chain NFTs out of the box, kind of. So we are researching chains while looking not only on possibilities of having new clients in this NFT 2.0 manner, but we are also searching for some additional sources of interactions with the chain, of additional utilities, additional products. So we are not limiting ourselves only to trying to repeat our previous success, but we are also researching if maybe there's some new possibility that we can try develop. So I wouldn't say that we want to repeat everything once again, but we are searching if maybe there is some possibility to improve actually our business model. So yeah, that's why it's also taking us a while to make some steps, because this process is taking a bit of time.
So, as a summary, so we can say that we're currently working with, we're currently speaking with the different chains. We see where the biggest possibility and opportunity for us is to launch, and obviously how we can develop the further idea and the roadmap of MintDAO. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. So I've got another question communication app. He is believing in our project, which we're very happy to hear about. So he wants to say, since the snapshot was taken already, can we dump our tokens?
It's a very hard question. So basically, as the Terra ecosystem is not working properly, the tokens which are pulled with USD does not represent the actual value of the MintDAO. As I said, we will rebuild our platform and we will airdrop or we will do something regarding the snapshot that already has been taken. So from the moment of that snapshot, the token holders or stakers are staking is not needed. We have removed the unbounding period in our app, so you can unbound all your tokens without the need of waiting the 31 days if you bonded for that time. And yes, you can sell them on the market if that matters. As I said, the USD currently I believe is around 10 cents, and also the price of the MintDAO token is not representing the actual value.
So we can sell the tokens now and nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, if you have been staking your tokens before the Terra collapse, that's all good for you. Yes, we will take you into account as a supporter.
Awesome. So I've got another question. In last AMA, I believe you said you're planning to create NFT for companies not related to the crypto industry. Is it still ongoing?
Yes, it is. We had a great project in line, but well, during the recent times, we had obviously stopped working on that project. But yes, the idea still remains. We are still willing to pursue projects outside the crypto industries. And well, we are looking forward to it. We cannot say anything at this moment, but if there will be a possibility and if we have a proper development tools, if we be set up on the proper chain and there will be a community willing to purchase the tokens, the NFT, then we'll definitely give it a try.
Awesome, thank you. I've got another question. You kind of answered that already, but why NFT chests are still available on the marketplace?
Well, it does not matter. I believe we basically haven't done anything regarding our tokens, our vestings on different launchpads, as we have vestings public say on 3 different launchpads, as we are obliged to remain the vesting schedules. We don't want to change anything to get any accusation on changing what was discussed or set up before. The marketplace of NFT chests, we currently are listed on Luard. Well, they are operating still, so we hadn't seen the need for removing the chest from there. It just does not matter in terms of the snapshot. Yes, we'll take a chest holders into account from the snapshot before the Terra collapse, and we will also ensure that if you were having your chest on the Luard marketplace, you will still be taken into account. So it doesn't matter if your chests were put on sale, you will be taken into account.
Awesome. I've got one more kind of question, or someone's a bit upset, but I'm going to read it. I think we answered that already. So, why you want to reward paper hands who panic sell the chests during the cataclysm, and no rewards for the people who deeply believed in your NFT collection? This is nonsense. This is a free market, and who has NFT should have airdrop on the other chain. If you want to do this, you should made the announcement with the decision. But as we said before, the snapshot was taken before what happened. Like, we can't control if the people decided to sell it, because obviously everyone trying to save as much money as they can, and like no one expected that. But I think the fair point is that who had it before the collapse was the same kind of a member, or let's say the believer we expected. So, but I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, the problem is also that some of people just leave and their chests on marketplace for example, 10 Luna, and I don't know, didn't check the market for 3 days, and then Luna was worthless. So that's a tough one, and well, we didn't yet decided the exact block of the snapshot that we will take for this recovery plan.
Yeah,
Makes
we
sense.
also see that there's a lot of discussion around this. So we cannot say definitely that how it's gonna be, but the answer is that the chest will be moved to another chain, but we'll have to decide from which point of time, because this is a very hard question to answer. Because as the author of this question points out, why should we reward paper hands? On the other hand, maybe those people were trying to just save the money. Yeah, it's a very hard question, and it's a very hard not to hurt anyone. So we are trying
It's
to
probably
take it.
impossible.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of impossible. That's why we are trying to take it easy. So
Yeah,
since
so
we are
someone
still figuring out to which chain we are moving to, we are still giving a little bit of time in order to figure out what would be the best solution for that.
someone will be disappointed for sure.
Yeah, of course, you can't make everyone happy, but at least we're trying as much as we can. Cool. That was all of the questions. Guys, Artur and Chris, are you okay to stay for another couple of minutes in case if we have some questions, or you've got
Yeah,
some
sure.
work to do? Awesome. So, guys, anyone who's listening, do you want to throw some questions? Anything which you would like to add or would like to know or understand on the top of what we said before?
People can simply unmute, or they have to ask for permission.
I have
believe,
no idea, but
I believe yes, they can unmute. I hope that yes.
can anyone just try to say anything? Just to try it, don't have to ask the question.
Okay, that's strange. Maybe in
So,
fact,
if you still have access to Discord, maybe you just want to throw some questions on a chat, and we're going to stay over here for another 5 minutes so we can see it if you're actually saying something or asking, and then we can answer straight away. I think that's going to be the best solution. I think we don't have any questions. I think we've answered everything what we had to do in terms of what's going to happen with the chest holders, what's going to happen with the token holders, what currently we're planning to do, which probably are the most, and as Chris said it, how much we could be able to save it. So I think we've literally spoke about everything which we had to do. Boys, do you have anything which you would like to add?
there are a couple of questions. Let me start with the first question. So, what about robots? As most of you might know, we've been working hard on our profile picture NFT collection, which were to be airdropped the for the NFTs holders, along with a couple of more to be sold on the market. And well, as of now, we are currently stopped working on that collection. We are actively researching different chains and different solutions that we can move on. We will for sure recover, and later on, after building our solution on different chain and different place, we'll come back to that collection. We'll try to we'll try to mint that collection, but it's postponed, to be said.
There's one more question, I think, from the same person. Can you say exact date and what amount of the tokens we get back? They want to know if they will get back 1-to-1 of our token, or it's going to be a different kind of tokenomics.
Yes, I have said already that you can get 1-to-1 tokens back, but they won't be worth so much probably because, well, our treasury is lower and we cannot secure a liquidity such like on Terra ecosystem.
So,
Okay.
MintDAO as a platform and as a project, we have a significant loss regarding the liquidity, and which is the liquidity was around 600,000 US dollars. Well, USD basically. Currently, it's much less and it's worth much less. And this is this money is basically lost. On top of that, we've lost a lot of USD from our DAO treasury, and saying that I believe we cannot give tokens 1-to-1, but we'll try to find a solution where all of our supporters and bakers, so basically people who were holding Mint tokens and were staking them, will receive a benefit in the new chain, in the new place that we will manage to stand. What was the date of the snapshot for the Mint liquidity provider? So we were taking snapshots every 8 hours. So we will find the snapshot that was taken before the let's say maybe the DPEG of the USD, or when the Terra started, the Luna started to fall in the price. We haven't selected the moment of time which one we will use. As I said, we have a lot of them. Each 8 hours we have a snapshot. But as we said before, we will definitely use a snapshot from before the Terra collapse. This is the most important aspect. So if you are staking and if you are or just holding your Mint tokens, if you are an active participant of MintDAO before the Terra collapse, then you will be taken into account and will either somehow reward you in the new in the platform on the new chain.
Awesome. And I think that was one more question. What about our robots?
I think I got this one. So as I said, we currently paused the works on the topic. We are focusing on finding a new home, and we'll try to get back to them when we successfully restart our service on different chain, or maybe multiple chains.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's all of the questions. In case if there's anyone who's listening that's recording, you can always ask the questions in a general thread, and then we'll be more than happy to answer that. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much for joining. One more time, thank you also for support for MintDAO platform. I know there's a terrible time for all lunatics, and at Terra blockchain there was blood everywhere. So many thanks for being today with us and for supporting what we are doing. We believe that we will make the difference in NFTs. If not on Terra blockchain, we'll move further and do this on EVM-based chains or other Cosmos chains. We'll try to make sure that we'll outstand with what we are creating.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Everyone.